let's wait for others as well. Let's give them 2 more minutes, then we can quick start. Who else needs to join? Deepthi and Anusha. Okay. Fine then. Let's quickly get started. Anusha can join later. Okay. Can you share my screen? Okay. Fine. You guys able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So if you see, I just shared the document. That document, right? Which we created yesterday, Databricks account, right? Um, Databricks free edition. Okay, so you can go to the steps there, and then you can create the Databricks account, and you can just log in, and you in the workspace, you like I showed yesterday, right? So similar way, you can start practicing all those things. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, and this is one more website. Okay, Spark Play background, but currently it was asking for premium and also I won't recommend this thing. Okay, you can just practice only 5 problems here, but currently I just wanted to show you how the real problems looks like and how we need to solve them in the interviews. Okay, so that's why I just wanted to solve all these 5 problems in this class. And this is the last class on iSpark, right? So we covered almost all the topics involved. Okay, including the Spark optimizations, adaptive query. I mean adaptive query in the sense like this Spark internals, how it's happening, everything. So we covered most of the things. Almost 20 classes we covered on Spark. So I hope this helps for you, and you find like if anything not covered, okay. So just go and search in the internet, and just there are many YouTube tutorials available. So just go and search it there, okay, and try to keep practicing, otherwise you will forget the syntax and all. Okay, um, that's it. So today is the last class on this Spark. Okay, from tomorrow I'm not sure you decided or not, so whether you're going to demo or not sure. And are you going to like whether is checking on with you guys, right, on whether we can have 3 classes in one day. That's absolutely fine for me, but it's up to you. I prefer tomorrow or day after tomorrow. If you guys are okay, then we can have that class. Then you can enjoy your festival. Okay. So if not, we can continue as is from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday as well. Okay. So it's up to you. Just let me know. Just let me know beforehand. Okay, so that I can arrange my schedule accordingly. Okay. That's all. Just let me know. Okay. Today, let's get started. This link I just posted in the group. Okay. So you can just go and use this. Or I think there is one more website, Neat Code or something. Let me just check you. This Neat Code, right? It's kind of lead code. Maybe you guys head of lead code or not. I'm not sure. This is kind of a that thing. So Neat Code, like you don't have any premium subscription, also you can just go and practice all the questions here. Okay, just do some problem, all these things. Like if you guys started practicing Python, right? So if you are good with syntax and all, then just come here and just see this Neat Code problems. Okay, so you have lead code. If anyone, the most popular is lead code, but lead code you can solve only 50 problems or so. So for that, after that you need some premium and all. But here you can just come and do that. Okay, so or you can just directly go and solve all these 100 problems. Only medium problems. Okay, just medium problems. Data structures is like Python. You do not need DSA. You just need basic. I mean medium Python. That's fine. List, dictionary, tuple set. So these are the main things we are going to use it. Okay. So if you are good with that, then you'll be good. Okay. Fine. Let's quickly get started with our today's class. Okay. So the first problem is load and transform data. Let's see what is this problem all about. Okay. So whenever someone gave you any, let's think this is an interview. Okay, if someone gives you any problem, just go and check what's that problem. Okay, what's that problem, how the data looks like, and how we need to do next steps and all. So all these things you need to go and check. Okay, so let's go here. What is the problem statement? Here the problem statement is need to process a customer data set to identify high value customers. Okay, high value customers, I mean customers who are making uh, higher amount of purchases. Okay, now first thing, read data from CSV file with infer schema option S2. So what is this infer schema? Okay, so let's say this CSV file, right? CSV file means you already know CSV file means rows and columns, right? Rows and columns. Okay, so by chance if there is any schema embedded in this CSV file, embedded in the sense like if there is CSV file comes with any schema, with using this infer schema option, we can import that schema in the sense, right? We have a data, let's say tables and rows. You have the data employee name, let's say Ravi is an employee and he has some ID, he has some department, all these things. So but to arrange this in proper structured way, you need to define the schema, otherwise this entire data will get scattered, right? So so this schema is very much important in real time as well. Okay, so that's why we will try to infer schema means import schema. You can think of import schema. Okay, so import schema and see how the file looks like. Okay, now let's go here. Now let me remove everything. Okay, so for now I'll remove this. Okay, so first I need to initialize a Spark session, right? So how do you initialize a Spark session? We already discussed, right? So there is this Spark session object provided by the any Spark environment. If you go to Databricks, you can see this Spark environment, Spark session available. I mean, by default Spark is available there, any Spark related environment. But if you wanted to customize it, uh, rename it or something, whatever you want to do, you can just go and use this thing. Okay, so just Spark is equal to Spark session. You can just remember this thing. Okay, so Spark session dot builder, it will build the Spark session for you with app name, this Spark playground, and you can set the configurations as well. We know the configurations, right? So executor memory is equal to 2 GB. Let's say executor memory is equal to 10 GB you wanted to use, so those things you can give it here. Okay, so those things, how you can give, maybe if you want, if you have any doubt, so just see it here. Okay, so dot conf. Okay, so here I will give spark dot driver dot executor, sorry, executor memory. Okay, my screen and everything is visible, right? You guys able to see my screen? You guys able to hear me, right? Well,
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
okay,
Yes, sir.
spark dot driver dot memory is equal to, let's say, 2 GB. Okay, so if I give it like this, it will spin up my driver with 2 GB. Okay, so if I again go and give uh, dot conf of, we discussed about this problem. So it's like how this cluster and all, we decide all these things we discussed already. So just try to understand, revisit them. Then it's a 10 GB. Then you will get understand about all these concepts of a 10 GB. Okay, so in this way you can just go and create this thing. But I don't think it will throw, I think it will throw an error, because so these environments, right, they won't allow us to put this, because let's say now I put only 2 GB, but somewhere I will go, if I go and put some 200 2000 GB, then it's an issue, right? Maybe somewhere I will go and do that, so they won't allow us to do this thing. But again, let's try and see. Mm, it says invalid syntax. Oh, okay, so it says no attribute config, I think. Config. Okay, it says nothing, right? That means it done something. So it done, maybe it created, but we are unable to see. So for now, you can just remember this, how it can be. So all these executor codes and all, you can just pass it from here. But okay, let's stick to our problem now. What it says: read data from CSV file. Read data from CSV file. And what is that file? This is the file path, and this is a schema. This is the example data. This is the output they are expecting. This is the example data, output schema they are expecting, example output, and the explanation of the results. Okay, fine. So let's come to this problem. Let's try to solve this problem one by one. In the interview also, same kind of similar kind of stuff. In interview, they might put some written test for you. So in the written test, they might give you the same similar environment, and you just need to go through this problem and try to do the solution. Okay. So first thing, read data from a CSV file. Read data from CSV file. So how to read data from CSV file? Okay. So first we need to see it's a file, right? It's a file. File means it's supposed to be existed in some location. Where is that location? They mention this is the file path. Okay, file path. Now what I will do is I will do text spark dot read dot CSV. Okay, CSV, and here I will give file path. Then this entire I created I am reading from a CSV file, right? So the moment I read the CSV file, it will create a data frame for me. So that data frame I will initialize with data frame. Data frame is equal to this. Okay. Now I think it will got written, and unless you have any action, it will do nothing, right? So let's do some action. Data frame dot show. Let's try to run it. Code executed successfully. Let's see what is the output. See, this is the output we got. Okay, so maybe they gave the same data here. So example data, we got to see this output. Fine, but if you observe clearly, this customer ID, name, right? Name, email, age, purchase amount, right? These are the column names. The column names supposed to come here, but it's the column names are coming as part of the data. So this customer is ID is also data now for us, but it's supposed to come in the column place only. So then what happens is this CSV file, right? How it will look in the background is CSV means, if you remember, I told you that CSV means comma separated values. Okay. Okay. So comma separated values. Comma. These are the comma separated values. Okay. CSV, exact CSV will look like this. Okay. Maybe if you go and see in Excel, right? If you read the same file in Excel, it will show you in the proper format. But this is how the exact CSV looks like. This is what exact CSV. So comma separated values. This is separated by comma and the separated values. Okay. It will look like this in the real time. If you see the production kind of data, so it will look like this. Okay. So that's it. So in case there is any null here, in place of purchase amount, let's say this age is null, then you will have null here. That's it. Or it will be empty like this. That's it. So you won't have anything. Okay. So this is what typical CSV file looks like. Okay. So here, if you see, you have the headers as well. I mean headers in the sense like column names as well, right? This is the header column. This is the header, right? And this is the starting of the CSV file, and it has the header columns here. So then, what you can do is, so here instead of having this customer ID here, you can have it here. Then you can understand that, okay, this entire row belongs to, I mean column belongs to customer. This belongs to names. This belongs to emails. This belongs to AS, purchase amount, all this kind of stuff, right? So then what we can do is just go here, and we have option of, I told you, right? It is header. Let's give header, and you're telling the Spark that there is header for this file. Okay. If you make it true, it will think by default it's false. If I do false and run the code, it will give the same output. It won't change anything. Same output. But if I change this to true, okay, true, then you will see customer ID, name, email, age, purchase amount. So all went to the columns place, right? So this is what these are the columns, and they are in the columns place. Okay. Now, before doing anything, let's see what is the schema here. Data frame dot print schema. Let's see what is this data frame print schema will do. See, this is the schema you see. string, all are strings. Okay, even though it's a number, purchase amount, A's are numbers, it's still a string. Email, name, customer ID, email and name string is fine, but customer ID is also coming as string. Okay, this is before inferring schema. Let's try to infer the schema. So why I'm doing this option before this .csv is, before importing we need to infer the schema. After importing you cannot do. After importing it will become a data frame and it won't have you won't be able to. Before inputting the data, bring the schema along with the data. Okay, so that's why I'm going with this option now. So what is the option now? Infer schema. Same example. Infer schema, comma, true. Okay, now let's try to run it. See, it got changed, right? Customer ID became integer, name and email became string, and age became integer, purchase amount became double. Okay, maybe in future it can go into lakhs as well. So that's why they gave double. Okay, so you see the change, right? That how infer schema is impacting your schema, print schema and all. That how it impacting your schema. So if you have a schema from the source, let's try to use it. But if you feel that the schema that provided by the source is not valid or not reliable, then let's go and create a schema, own schema for you. So you know, right, yesterday you have seen that how to create a schema. So schema is equal to um, schema is equal to struct field. Okay, so and the struct type, let's say first column name, let's say column name is customer id, and the type is what type? Integer type, right? Integer type. And is it nullable or not? We can specify here. So right, this is how you create a schema, and the schema is there, right? This schema you will pass it here. Maybe let's remove this schema and pass the schema here. You will pass the schema. Then it will interfere. It will take this schema and apply that schema on top of this data frame. Okay. So these are the ways you can apply schema. So you can just go and see how this struct field and struct type will do. I think struct type will come here. Structure type of struct field of customer ID. Okay, so right, yeah. So structure type of structure field. This is the field. That field, let's say in that entire structure of the data frame. First field is customer ID, and it is an integer type, and it is a true. Okay, so that's how the schema looks like. And if you come and give your schema here, then it will give the schema. It will assign that schema to this data frame. Okay, so that's how this schema thing will work. Okay, for now we are not considering this. We are just taking the schema from the table file itself. Fine. To the schema is read data from the CSV file and infer schema as true. Option is true. Right. Fine. You're done with this. So you have the data frame now. Let's remove. Let's okay, put this as well. Now filter customers with a purchase amount more than $100. Okay. So let's see. Filter customers purchase amount whose amount is more than $100. Right. Yesterday we discussed about a filter, right? If you guys remember, data frame dot filter. Okay, filter. Okay, so how we are going to filter? So let's use data frame. So instead of using this data frame and all, you can go and replace with df, right? Df is also work, right? Let's go and use this df. Okay, so df dot purchase amount. Okay, purchase amount, what it says, more than 100. Okay, more than 100. So this is what we got. Okay, now if I go and do it, let's see what will happen. Let's see, before doing anything, before doing changing anything, let me do what let me show you how what will happen. Okay, now it got executed and you see only this table. Why you are not seeing this thing, the purchase amount filter, right? You created this, but you haven't assigned any variable. It's unreferenced, right? If you do this now, okay, still you see this value because you created this, you referred it, but you are not using it, right? You're not using it. Let's go and use this df filter dot show. Okay, now let's try to run this code. First will be df filter. Okay, see, this is the df filter. Okay, DF filter. So customer ID 124 has the purchases greater than 100. Okay, 150, 200, 120 definitely greater than 100. So that's why you are seeing these things. Okay, so and customer ID, name, email, is purchase amount. So this is the original table. Okay, this is the original table. Fine. Now this is what you are expecting. This is what how you are expecting this $100 US. Okay. Now further filter to include only customers is 30 or above. Customer says 30 or above. Yesterday we saw this, right? So I think and will work or this and let's see. And so what is this is customer is. So df dot is uh, 30 or above, greater than or equal to 30, because it says 30 or above. It says more than $800. So that's why we gone with $100 here. Here it says customer include only customers is 30 or above. Include 30th customer, that is the customer with 30 years, and include above as well. Okay, let's try to see. Only doubt is this and will work or not, but let's see. Okay, it shows an error. Fine. Let's put an and here. Okay, it still fails. Let me put this thing. Try to execute the code. Why? Okay, fine. Instead of filter, yesterday we saw one more option, right? Where? Let's try to use it. Okay, it says greater and is not working. Now it ran, right? So you see, only two customers with A's greater than 30 and purchase amount 100. Okay, so let me put this filter again and see if this works or not. It's supposed to work filter. Yeah, it's work, right? So only that and in place of and, right? So and you use this for or use this. Okay, so or use this for and use this. That's it. So you take this, right? Okay, so this is how you filter a data frame. Okay, df dot filter. Same thing you can apply via where function as well. Okay, so same, it will give the same output. Okay, df where. Okay, here this is also, you can take it and run it. Okay, let's run this. Okay, so see, same output, similar. Just you are putting where, just you are putting filter. Filter is kind of Pythonic way, where is kind of SQL way. Okay, just put those things. Okay, so for now I'm ignoring these two. Okay, I'm not displaying anything now. Okay, now I have further filter to include only customers 30 or above. Okay, now let's try to display the data frame. Okay, that's what they are saying, right? Display of df underscore filter. Okay, this is very small problem. Okay, but I just wanted to touch base basics to you. Solution is incorrect. So he says solution is incorrect. So the expected answer is customer ID, name, and purchase amount. But we are giving customer ID, name, email, age, and purchase amount. So email and age are not needed. That means we need to drop these columns. So there are two ways to drop the columns. Okay, let's see how we can drop the columns. Okay, df underscore drop is equal to df underscore filter dot drop off drop. You saw yesterday, right? If you wanted to drop two columns, like how we are going to do it. Let's say df underscore filter dot, which column I need to drop? Email, email, comma, df underscore filter dot age. Next one I need to drop is age, right? Age is not needed here. So age. So let's drop this. And this entire data frame I'm assigning to df drop. So let me print that. Let me print the drop. Okay, let me run the code. Let's see what will happen. Again, it says incorrect. Why? So we got 2 for Bob Smith, purchase amount 200, 200. Solution is incorrect. Show details. Schemas do not match. Name, structure type, integer type. Structure field is show details. Double type, true. Expected schema is this. but we pass the schema. Okay, let me try to put this in for the schema here. Okay. Acha. Okay, 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 okay. See here, right? I haven't changed this option back to normal schema. Okay. So info schema true. Let's run the code. See, solution is correct. Okay, solution is correct because I just matched the schema with them. Earlier they were saying that the schema is unmatched, but now the schema is matched because I just gave schema here and just made it true. That's it. But where is that schema? Where is that thing? So right. So that's why it got issue. So okay, this is how you build. It's very, 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 very basic problem. Okay, but I just wanted to show you how things we will build in the real time. Okay, just one by one. We are never going to build it in the one go. Okay, just one after another, one after another. Okay, now let's see what is the next problem. Okay, by default you have the Spark ready and everything is ready. Okay, for now this DF result is not yet built. So you are provided with a dataset containing customer information. Okay, the dataset may have missing values in the customer ID or email columns. Okay, customer ID or email columns, you may have the missing values. Your task is to filter out any rows where either customer ID or email is null. Okay, email is null. Okay, let's try to read this data first. Take this df is equal to, let's say, let's always use the valid names. Okay, so customer, so it's easily understandable, right? This data frame is for customer. Okay, same park dot read dot, this is also csv file, right? Csv file. If it's parquet, then we need to give parquet. If it's uh, what is table, then we need to give table. If it's a csv file, parquet file, json, it's a different. uh, yeah, mostly the csv and parquet file you are going to see. Table you might see, but for now just you can utilize this parquet and these things. We will have different formats, avro formats, json format, xml format, so many formats, but ignore all those things. Just take care of this csv and parquet file for now. Okay, csv, let's give the path. Okay, now before doing anything, what we are going to do, we need to infer the schema. Okay, dot option. There are multiple ways to infer the schema, but let's go with this option only. You can change it in future, but there are multiple ways to go, but let's go with this only. And let's put the option header as well, because there will definitely be, if you go and see, there is definitely this, right? So this customer ID columns and all, right? Option header comma true. Okay, true. Df dot customer is this. Okay, let's try to run it whether they will any issue or not. Let's see. Executing code, still executing. Fine, there is no issues. Okay, now let's see what is the customer. It just run the code check. It haven't done anything unless I call any action. It won't do anything. That's why just scan through the code and see any syntax issues or not. See, this is how the data looks like now. Okay, this is a big data set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost 20 values here. Now the task is the data set may have missing values in the customer ID and email columns. Your task is to filter out any rows whether either customer ID or email is null. Okay, let's see. Let's try to filter. Okay, let's try to go with one. Okay, at least let's try to go with customer ID. ef dot filter off. Okay, um, ef underscore customer dot customer ID. Okay, um, dot is not null. Syntax correct, right? Def underscore customer dot customer ID. Okay, so maybe it's confusing. Let me go with this way. The different ways to call a this columns. Okay, okay. What happened? Okay, customer. Let's put this somewhere. Df underscore result. Let's try to take this. Okay. So this df underscore result is equal to this df underscore customer dot filter of. I'm filtering only the customer ID where is not null. Customer ID is not null. That means here this is null. Bob is null. Grace is null. Jack is null. Olive is null. So there are four null values for customer ID. Let's see whether we will see those values in the function or not. But before that, we will say some issues. Okay. Name column is not defined. So in PySpark, everything is there are few functions. Okay. Some PySpark SQL dot functions import call. This call, the call I'm using here, right? Call. So that is a function. So we need to import that function. The solution is incorrect. That's what they're saying. You see, 1, 4, 5, 7, 9, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20. Let's see what happened to 2, 3. Let's go here. There is 2. 2 we are not getting. Why? Okay. So sorry. This is the expected answer. This is the answer we got. Okay, let's go. Let's not go here. Let's go here. Okay. So rather than going with display result will go at the end. But for now, let's go with df underscore result dot show. Okay, let's run this. What is the output we see? See, 1 is there, 2 is there, but 3 is not there because 3 is Bob and Bob is there is no value, null, it's null. For Bob, it's null. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is not there because it's null, and 8, 10, 11 is not there because it's null. So 12 similarly, right? So there is these are null values, so that's why you are not having any values there. Okay, fine. Similarly, let's go with or, because what they mention here, or email column. Okay, so or email column. So let's copy this and put it here, and this email. Okay, it's not null. Now I think hope this condition is well structured, because this is one condition, this is one condition, and this is one more condition. Okay, so one more condition. Now let's run the code. I'm putting both the filters here, right? So what is that? Okay, see what happened. Df underscore custom dot filter of this or this. So one I got, 2, 3. It is displaying entire dot is not null column of email. What is the expected output? They want 1, 4, 5, 7, 9. Here why we are getting these values? Definitely this is somewhere going wrong. Okay, let's see where is the issue. Okay, this is I'll try to show you how we are going to debug. For now, let's remove this. Let's then run it. What is the output for this column of email? See, column of email is this. Okay, so let's put it back. It says or email columns. Your task is to filter out any rows whether customer ID or email is run. So if any out of these rows, if any one is null, whether customer ID is null or the email is null, then you need to remove them. But here it's removing only. Let me run it again. It's not removing anything. Okay, it's not removing anything. I think it's not taking this or. Let's go with this or. Or is not accepting. This is or. Let's go with where for the time being and see. Or and now this will work. This is also not working. No. I give anything wrong, any spelling mistake or something, so that's why it's just not taking actually. Some dot filter. should be not null. This column of customer ID is not null. Then column of email ID should also be not null. So then only it's supposed to print what we are expecting here. We are making that is not null. If customer ID is not null, then give the value. And again, if it's not null, then give the value. Any one of these two, then let's take this. Okay. So maybe let's do it this way. Dot filter. Okay, let's try to run this. I hope currencies are correctly placed. See, now you got the output, but yeah, this is not the ideal way. You're supposed to have the two filters in the same row, but currently this is how you will do. You got the if you see here, I am putting two filters here. Maybe it's expecting both or none. Okay. For now, you can think in this way, but earlier you saw right how we are including both the conditions here. Let me try one more time. This is also fine. Let me try and here rather than going with this and let's go with this and. Okay, so it's expecting and here. That's why it's unable to show this. Okay, that means one thing. So this is definitely incorrect because what the problem statement they're given is you provided with a data set containing customer information. A data set may have missing values in the customer ID or email. Your task is to filter out any rows either customer ID is null or email ID is null. Okay, so but definitely this is not the way. Maybe the problem statement is wrong or something is wrong, but definitely not and is going to give you the answer. It's any of these columns is null, then we need to remove this thing. Let me put it again. Customer dot show. Let's see what's the output. Okay, so this is not null because is this. So this ls is null, so that's why you are never going to see ls. This is also bob, you are never going to see because it is also one of the thing is null. That means or we need to give, but here we are giving and it's working fine. So maybe somewhere it expecting incorrect output, but yeah, this is how you do. Actually, it's supposed to be like this. Okay, or so if customer dot column of customer ID dot e is not null or column of email dot e is not null. So if this customer ID is not null, then it will give you this. It will give you this thing. Okay, so again it will come and check for the column and email. It will check for the both the conditions. It will first check for the customer ID. Customer ID is not null here. Okay, fine, this condition is passed, but is email is null? No. Email is null? Yes. Then you won't see this record. Again it will come here and see customer ID is null or not. It's null, so that means this row it won't print like that. So we will put some or condition, then only either one of the condition is met, then it won't take that record. Okay, so that's how it happens, but here it's some unexpected output they are expecting, so that's why they got it. Okay, but for now you can think in this way. Okay, so for output you can use this and then you will get the output. Okay. Hmm. Okay, fine. So this is also completed this problem. Let's quickly move on to next problem. Okay. Okay, so this is also easy problem. I hope you will go and do it 3, 4. Let's try to see this 5. Okay, aggregated joints, data cleaning, and all. So let's try to do this. But 3 and 4, I will give you as a homework. You can take it and you can try to practice those things. So let's solve this last problem and then we will be good. So this is the link. Okay, you can just save that link. So fine. Before doing that, I'm always curious to see where we went wrong. So let's if you go to solution here, so you need price. Okay, fine. Let's go and see this beverage solutions. Fine. In the food and beverage industry and given three data frames containing information about various products, your task is to process and combine the data from these data frames. Okay. What are those three data frames? Products, sales, and inventory. Okay, product, sales, and inventory. It says product ID is the primary key and name and category. sale ID, product ID, quantity, and revenue. Product ID, stock, warehouse. Okay, so these are the different schemas we have. But should perform the following step. For each product, find the total sales quantity and revenue. Okay, for each product. And for each product, find the total stock available across all warehouses. Combine the information step 1 and 2 and include the product name and category. Okay, and replace all null values in the total quantity, revenue, and total stock columns with a 0. Okay, now let's try to do one thing. Let's try to one thing. So you have product. There are three different tables, right? Three different tables. Okay, let's try to read them first. Did they already gave them, or we need to go and take them? Where is the file location? These guys haven't given the file location. Hmm. There is no file location. Column schema is fine. Inventory is fine. Output data frame example inventory. Where is this file? Where is the file location? The file location. How we can go and do this? df underscore product maybe. Let's see if they provided any description here. Okay, so they have these products already. So these are the things we already have. Okay, so maybe you, if you want anything, you can just go and search in this in discussion also. You can find the answer, but never try to do that. I think they already gave these products and all here. That's why we are going to do this. Okay. So products is already available. Okay. Sales is available. Inventory is available. Just they already created data frame. Assume the data frames product sales are already initialized. Sorry, we haven't read this. Okay. Data frames product sales inventory are already initialized. Already initialized. Okay. So that means we don't even do this. Okay. Products dot show. Okay. Sales dot show. Okay. Inventory dot show. Okay, let's try to print them. Let's see what's the output we got. If underscore result not yet calculated, so it will throw error. Okay, so if you go ahead and see here, so this is products. I think this is product sales inventory. Product sales inventory. So if you clearly observe the category, name, and product ID. So product ID is the primary key for this thing. Okay, and this product ID, if you see product ID in this sales, I think this is sales, right? Yeah, this sales product ID is purchased twice, one with 10 quantity, one with 5 quantity, and the sale ID. And sale ID is this. Okay, so this is how it got sell, but the sale order details something maybe they're putting in some table, but we do not require that for now. Okay, now what we try to do is let's try to for each product find the total sales quantity and revenue for each product. For each product, that's what this is. For each product, that means what we need to do. For each product, find the total sales quantity and revenue. Okay, let's go and see sales table. This is the sales table. Okay, for each product, that means for product 1, what is the total sales quantity? Sales quantity, that means 15 quantities are sold now. And what is the revenue? It's $30. I mean 30 rupees or whatever maybe. Okay, now let's try to get this. Okay, product ID. Okay, from sales table. Now where is this problem? Okay, so I'm taking this product products. Okay, oh sorry, actually we need to go with the which table? Find the total sales quantity and revenue. So the sales quantity and revenue are available in which table? This sales table. So then we need to go with the sales table. Sales. Okay, let me take this. Okay, sales. Done it. Let me see. I just wanted to see this is the sale. This is the sale. Fine. Let's put these things, comment them. Okay, so this is the sale we have. sale. Okay, out of these sales, you wanted to see for each product, find the total sales. Whenever you see each product, try to go and do group by. Whenever you see each keyword in a problem, do group by. Okay, now let's do group by. This sales dot group by. This is the syntax. Okay, group by on which they wanted to see product ID underscore ID group by. Okay, dot. Now what they wanted to see total sales quantity and revenue. Okay, then we'll go with aggregation. Before that, going with aggregation, let's see, go and do sum. So sum of, let's say which one, let's try to sum this revenue. Let's try to sum this. This name I gave it wrong. Sales. Okay, just try to do sales underscore grp. I'm just grouping it, so that's why I got it sales underscore group. Let's take this and try to print this. Dot show. See, for product 1, the revenue is 30, product 3, revenue is 4 or 16, like that. For every product, you are able to see the total revenue. Let's say this right. So this I wanted to rename it, then alias of um, total revenue, let's say. Total revenue. If you use this alias keyword, you will be able to rename this. Total revenue. Oh, it's alias. See, total. Again, it's not coming up. Maybe. Okay, let's see this after some time. Aliasing, I'll show you. Okay, this is one thing, and now at the same time you wanted to apply one more function, one more aggregation function, but you cannot do it directly. Then you will go and use this aggregation function. Okay, aggregation function. Sum of alias comma. Then what else? Next one, sum of revenue. Right, sum of revenue. Let me close this. I think it will fail because we need to assign some values to it. Um, it's not revenue. We already have the revenue. It's quantity. Excellent. It will be- Okay, it's aggregation of. Why I'm using aggregation is I wanted to do two different things, so that's why I'm going with aggregation, two different aggregations. That's why I'm going with ag function here. That ag function I'm passing this total sales quantity and the revenue. Okay, this will give me the total sales quantity. This will give the total revenue. Okay, so but here I'm missing something. Maybe name. Maybe name. I'm missing something. Dot revenue. Okay, revenue one thing. This will comes under the total quant. Okay, so then let me try to run it. I think this will work. It's not working still. Maybe let's go with is equal to. This is long time back I worked with syntax, but okay, see. No. So whenever you face these kind of syntax issue, right, just go and check inside this Spark ag syntax. Simple. So you will find this. Whenever you find this, just go and use this Spark by examples. Okay, the Spark by examples is one of the best website. Okay, group by aggregate. So let's go and see syntax here. So where is this syntax? Yeah, dot alias here. You can directly go and use the dot alias. Fine, super. And alias of. Okay, so now again this is also some, right. Let's take this dot alias of this. Okay, now let's try to run this. This is the syntax. Failed to execute. Did I get something wrong? Sum of revenue, total revenue, comma is missing here. These small mistakes. Please try in few seconds. Array, what happened? I think server's background, right? This is a Spark somewhere running, right? There's some node or something. So maybe it got hanged or something. Oh, it says quantity. Okay, so it says some unsupported operand type for plus int and string, right? So let's see what is this sales. Sorry, sales print schema. Always we need to suppose to see print to schema. Then it will show you what is that schema and all. Then you can just directly go and do the actions accordingly. Okay. Now let me comment this. Let's see what is the sales print schema. Okay, let's go and see print schema. This is the print schema. It is long. It is also long. Revenue is double. Sale ID is long. Okay. So quantity, revenue, and all fine. Sales group, sales dot group by of ID dot ag of sum of what is that syntax here? Sum of this and dot this. Okay. So sum of salary dot alias of sum salary. So this is what I'm doing, right? It still throws an error. Mm, acha. Okay. Got it. So what happens is this import functions, right? I'm just importing this function. Okay. So this function is f. So this sum is a function for me, right? So if I don't mention that as a function, it will think of something else. Okay. F. If you see here, function says f. So try to do this f dot sum. Okay. F dot sum. Okay, now they will consider this sum as a function and rest all will act accordingly. Okay, so if you are not saying that it's a function, it will again fail. Okay, so if you see here, now you are going to see this output here. This is total revenue, this is total quantity. But I'll show you other way as well. So instead of doing this f and all, okay, just go here and just import functions. That's it. Just go take here dot functions and import star. It will import everything. Now if I go and run it, it won't throw any error. See, no error. It is giving the output here, right? So same output, but just I forgot to use the function. So let me remove this and all. Okay. So now this is the total for each. If you see for each product find the total quantity and revenue. For each product find the total stock available across all warehouses. This will take a later, but yeah, let's go this. For each product find the total sales quantity and revenue, right? Total sales quantity and total revenue. Okay, fine. Now we have both full. Now let's go and see second problem. For each product again, for each product find the stocks available across the way. So we need to go to inventory, okay, and find the total stocks available across all warehouses. So this product, right, this process, if you go and click on this product, what is this product name? Inventory name. So inventory dot show. Okay, let's try to run it. What it will show in the inventory? Exhibited. So this is the inventory. So the product is 1 and stock is available at 50, warehouse 1. Okay, so stock is 2, 40, warehouse 1. Again 3, 30, warehouse 4, this, everything. So this says that for each product, for the total stock available across all warehouses. For each product, one is available across all warehouses. Okay, and 2 is a product here, and what is the stock available across all warehouses? 40, 3, 34, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they have individual only, but why they are asking for each product? They already gave the each product here only. available across all warehouses. Um, okay. Now let's park this one for now, but to confirm information into the product name and category. Okay. Maybe they are asking this way. So for one, right, product one, stock is 50, warehouse is one, right? But out of 50, these 15 are already went, right? So what is the expected output they are expecting? So see, apple juice, total quantity 15, total revenue 30, total stock you had 50, right? That was the output they are expecting. So maybe they are expecting in this way. So you need to combine both tables and then find total number of available. They says that available across all warehouses. That means out of this 50 stock, 15 is already sold. Right, 15 is already sold. Only 35 is left. Okay. So now let's see what is that 50 and okay and all. Okay. So again, let's go to inventory. But to do, because these are two different tables, right? For now, table one, table two. So to combine both the tables, we need to join on top of this product ID. Okay. So let's try to join them. Okay. So whenever you're going to join, let's put this join condition, join name. Okay. Inventory dot. Okay. What is the next one? Sales group. Okay. So dot join sales group on. It's not. We can directly go and use this product only. Product underscore ID. Okay. Um, and how you are going to do it? Inner join, because you need to match the both the values, right? So let's see what is the df underscore join looks like. Df underscore join dot show of, so that's it. Let's see. Without show, it won't trigger anything. Okay, product underscore ID is not defined. Something is in there. Product ID is not defined. Name product ID is not defined. So why it's not defined? Product ID, okay, on is equal to, let's put it somewhere. Okay, let's try to do this. And how, whenever you put some positional arguments, you always put the positional arguments. Okay, now it will show you the output one. Okay, so this is the final table. Okay, product ID, stock, warehouse, total revenue, quantity. Okay, so out of this 10 stocks, total quantities purchased is 5. That means only 5 stocks are left now, right? That means we need to separate this stock minus total quantity, stock minus total quantity. Let's go into that. Okay, now df dot join, okay, with column, let me create available, available, okay, available 10. That's what they say, right? Available, total quantity, total revenue. So what's the output they're expecting? Total quantity, total revenue, total sales. So 15 out of 50, 15 are gone. That's it. Total revenue, let's put the same names here. Total revenue, total quantity. So total revenue, let's take the again same name. Total quantity, fine. Now total stock. Total stock is from where? Total stock is from here. Okay, this stock I need to rename as stock, total stock. Okay, that I will do later. But now let's see how they wanted. They're expecting the output from us. Okay, so they are expecting category name and name. This will take a letter, but they are expecting product ID, total quantity, total revenue, total stock. Okay, let's go and see. Um, Product ID, total quantity, total revenue. Product ID, total quantity, total revenue. Warehouse is not expected here. Total stock. Stock we have, revenue and quantity we have, warehouse is not expected. Okay, let's drop warehouse column now. Okay, after this join, df underscore join dot, I wanted to drop which one? I wanted to drop this warehouse column. What is that warehouse name? Warehouse. Let me drop this. This is not expected in the output, so that's why we are just dropping this. Okay, so df underscore join is equal to this. So let's try to see. I'm just passing the same variable, assigning to same variable, so it's just overwritten. Okay, so let's go and see. So is output product ID, total revenue, total quantity. We removed product ID, total quantity, total revenue, total stock as well. But where is total stock? Mm, okay, so I'm not even printing this, so that's why till now we're just confusing with this thing. So let me remove this thing, remove these things. Okay, so df.join.show. For now, what we are seeing here is like it's not just that related information, inventory related information. That's why the issue with online interfaces. So suddenly get errored out. Come on. Okay, it got executed. See, product ID stock they mentioned as a total stock. Like let's give total stock name, total quantity, total revenue, product ID, total quantity, total revenue, product ID. So we have everything. Now finally, one more time, let's join this with one more table got products. Okay, products. So if you join with products, what happens is it will enrich the data. How it will enrich the data is um, on is equal to, so again it's product ID and inner. Okay, let me copy paste this. Enrich means it's a product ID is one, but what is that product? What is that category it belongs to? All these things. So that's why. So let's say enrich is equal to this. Okay, that means df underscore enrich dot show. Okay, so let's see. Again, I'm joining this. I just built this join. Okay, how this join is built is, so let's see first output. How the output looks like. See, this is what they are expecting, right? Beverages, apple juice, beverages, orange juice, 2 8 16, 2 8 16 40. Beverages, orange juice, 2 8 16 40. Right? This is how they are expecting. Okay, so let me try to display this. Then I will explain how this happened. Maybe this is a bit complex for you, but it is not bit very much complex for you. But yeah, this is how real coding works. You need to do one by one. So they're expecting the schema in this way: category, name, product ID, total quantity, total revenue, total stock. But here stock I'm giving a stock, but it should be total stock. Here total quantity, total revenue, product ID, name, category fine, but stock is supposed to be like this. Okay, what I will do is I'll take this. Okay, take this, and before doing anything, dot select from this column. I'm just selecting these values, right? So this category, comma. So this is kind of selecting. Yesterday, if you remember, we just selected the columns, right? Name, okay, comma. So not ready, comma, not ready, comma. I'm just putting in quotations because if you don't put in quotations, it will expect some value from that. Okay. So let's assign this to df underscore result underscore result. Let's assign this select category into df underscore result. Okay. So maybe here I'm doing everything correct, but here stock will fail because it's not total stock. It's a stock. It's a stock. It should be total stock. Okay. If you go and see here, you have got category, name, product ID, total quantity, total revenue, but stock is total stock. Okay. Let's try to name that stock as total stock. Okay. As if you go and put as and total underscore stock. If you do this, let's see what will happen. Okay. Why is it failed? Invalid syntax as is not expected. me see if this is workable or not. Dot alias of, and let's do this. Solution is incorrect. Why? So category is category, name is name, product ID is product ID, total quantity is total quantity, total revenue is total revenue, total stock is total stock. But why it's not matching is, if you see revenue here, it's an decimal here, but here it's an revenue. I mean normal plain integer, right? So let's go and do this. In the total revenue, right? Total revenue is failing. So let's go this and put column here. Now you wanted to perform any operation on top of a column, right? You need to do it like this. The cast of, I'm making it an integer. Okay, let's see. Cast spelling is incorrect. Test. Now it's supposed to get upload. Still an issue. Still incorrect. Okay, let's see. So beverages, apple juice. Product one. Total quantity, total revenue, total stock. Everything is fine, but where it was failing? Let's double check. This total quantity. Okay, let's show the details. Okay. Data frames are not equal. Where it was not equal. So beverages, green tea, 7 6. Okay. They are sorting by product ID. If you observe clearly, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, this is what we got, but they are sorting by um, something. They done some sorting. Beverages, BFS. So that means they ordered by category. The final output is ordered by category. So then let's go here and put, order by um, what is that category? Order by category dot, by default it will take ascending order only. Okay, let's see. Now it's supposed to see. Okay, data frame again not equal. Beverages, apple juice, 1 15 30 50 7. Okay, and then they're again doing it on top of this total quantity. It is this ordering. Did they give any ordering? Replace any null values in the total sales quantity, revenue, and total stock columns with a 0. Okay, we do not have such things here, so that's why we're not doing that. Include the product name and category. No. Full answer is this: apple juice followed by orange juice. But here, orange juice went here. It is not following any ordering. 638 is not an ordering. 45 35. 40 is not an order. 12 6. Okay. Grapes, chocolate bar, potato chips. Grapes, chocolate. Okay, let's remove in place of fruits there are two things: fresh strawberries and grapes. So here also fresh strawberries and grapes. Okay, so these are matching. Snacks: almonds, chocolate bar, potato chips. Chocolate bar, potato chips, almonds. Okay, it says 3 4 6 2 7 8 6 3 4. So which is not an order. 12 2 15 is also not a specific order. So 60 30 20. Maybe this is where they're going total stock. 15 10 25. So this is not the proper order. 24 4 30. Is also not the proper order. 12 to 15 is not proper order. Okay, I'm not sure where they're ordering it, but yeah, you see, right, almost the same, but somewhere they are not mentioning about the ordering. So based on that order, we can match the output. But here, I think they are not providing that thing. Maybe sales. So 15,863 is the sale. But here 15,638. It's not the sale. It's not the revenue. It's not the total stock. It's not the product ID. So then how they are sorting it? Okay. That's it for now. So I will let you know where this is not matching, because almost same data frame, but just that the ordering is not correct. Why? Because they're following some order which is not mentioned here. Let's see if there any ordering they're providing here. So order by, okay, category and name. Let's try to see do this. Order by category and name. Order by category and name. Let's try to run this code. If it works, then Okay, so there are two things here. Okay, let's remove this. Again, it's incorrect. The beverages, apple juice, green tea, instant coffee, orange juice, 1782 Okay, so these zeros, right? Why they are going with zeros? Fruits 5, 5, E6, 816. Okay, then total stock, total quantity 0. Acha, okay. They're going with it. No, 0. Blueberries is there is blueberries here. Oops. Okay, there is not even blueberries here. Why blueberries is not part of this such thing? Okay. Blueberries will definitely do this. Fill any with 0 will definitely do this. But yeah, where is this blueberries and all went? Okay, that's okay. So I will try to look into this issue and fix it. But for now, this is how you are going to build whatever the data frame you are going to work on. Okay, so just go through this problem again. I'll just go through and I will just show you where we went wrong. Okay, but yeah, this is how you do step by step. Then you will find the exact solution. Okay, so that's it for today's class. So anyone, any doubts, anything so far? So I know these are problematic and like you brains might have heated up. Okay, that's okay. It's quite normal, but just try to go through this syntax and all again and again, then you will get used to the syntax. Okay, so you and also I'm pretty sure well in interviews, right, if someone asks you about a code or something, and if you have any troubles with the syntax, they will help you with the syntax. It's not about your syntax, it's about your problem solving, how you're going to solve the problem. Okay, it's not about syntax, because some might use the syntax very often, some may not use the syntax. So now I show you a problem, right? This syntax is very basic, and I didn't using in the current project. Okay, so maybe in the 2 years back or 1 year back I used the same syntax, but now it's completely different, it's completely advanced. Okay, so similarly in the interview, so if you're stuck with any syntax, they will definitely help you, but you need to know which function you need to use it. Let's say there is a function, if you are not aware of that, then you don't know, right, how to do that. So that's why just be aware there is a function and you can use that function, you can do that solution with that. Okay, so syntax wise you will definitely do not face any issues, because there are many things that you need to remember in data engineering. That's absolutely fine, but try to aware of this problem solving. So there are many challenges available in the market, so just try to pick any challenge and try to solve it. Okay, yeah, that's it for today's class. Anything, any doubts? Hi Subhashri. So tomorrow and day after tomorrow, I'm leaving up to the class. Whether they wanted to connect, they wanted to give demo, they wanted to cover all three classes, 20, 21, 22 classes on the
So
same day.
tomorrow I have asked these people for a demo class. Means,
Hmm.
are you people are ready for tomorrow?